On Saturday, the House of Representatives, the legislative body that writes the laws for our bankrupt country, approved $95 billion in American tax dollars in foreign aid to Israel, Ukraine, and Taiwan. Taiwan, by the way, happens to be one of the richest countries in the world. That package, that spending package, passed overwhelmingly 316 to 94. So let's narrow out a piece of it. That would be the $61 billion that went to Ukraine. Now, so far, Congress has given the Ukrainian government nearly $174 billion in munitions and so-called aid. Then you add another $60 billion that Joe Biden gave to Zelensky, and the total is over $230 billion. And that's just the money that was publicly appropriated that we can account for. There's a lot more than that. So let's take a look at what's in the package that just passed on Saturday that the bankrupt country sent across the world to the Ukrainian government. There's $14 billion to purchase weapons. There's $15 billion for military training and intelligence sharing, since the U.S. intel agencies are running the Ukrainian intel agencies, even as they assassinate people. Then there's $8 billion for the Ukrainian government, its pensions for its bureaucrats, $8 billion for its pensions. And then there's $300 million to help Ukraine secure its border. None to secure our border, $300 million to help Ukraine secure its border. Just the priorities are clear. That's all real. Before the vote, Nancy Pelosi went on the House floor to demand that her colleagues keep the money flowing to Zelensky. If you vote any other way, you're somehow for rape. Watch.
I hope that our colleagues will choose democracy and decency rather than autocracy and evil, because I fear that if you choose the Putin route, you will have blood on your hands. Blood of the children, blood of their mothers, raped in front of their parents, raped in front of their children.
Yeah, vote for this or you have blood on your hands. And by the way, that's a person who's gotten stupendously rich, you wonder how, while serving in the United States Congress. But she's not sending any of her own money to Ukraine. She's sending your money to Ukraine. So alongside this, the House advanced legislation that would allow Biden to place frozen Russian assets in a special slush fund specifically for Ukraine. That'd be $8 billion worth of material the U.S. government just stole from Russian citizens without a trial. We don't like you, we're taking it. That money currently sits in U.S. bank accounts. And it's possible, not to be cynical, that all of this money is being sent to Ukraine because it's much easier for our ruling class to steal once it's offshore. So the bottom line here is that we are at war with Russia, and we're doing so on behalf of Ukraine. Now, why are we doing this? There are several emergencies unfolding in the United States, economic and indeed military. We're being invaded. But you should not worry about this, says Congressman Jerry Connolly of Virginia, because we're not actually sending money to a foreign country. Ukraine is America. Watch.
And today, we cannot disappoint those who seek what we have: freedom, the freedom to self-determine, the freedom to decide their sovereignty and their alliances and their form of government. Some say, well, we have to deal with our border first. The Ukrainian-Russian border is our border.
Right. A democracy that canceled elections. But after the vote passed overwhelmingly, members of Congress showed just how closely we are now aligned with Ukraine by waving and cheering and displaying the flags of a foreign government inside the Congress. Watch this.